This robot has painted a portrait of Elizabeth II and titled it Algorithm Queen.
I have been painting a portrait of the Queen.
Artificial intelligence is now waiting on people in restaurants.
Get out of the way, please. Otherwise, I will become angry.
These character images are AI generated. Can you tell who they're supposed to be? And why these robot dogs might be used in future wars? AI is allowing people to bring text to life. Reddit user Pizza Later spent 3 hours putting a fake commercial together using just AI tools. New AIs and robots are becoming incredibly smart. I asked an AI to tell me a joke.
Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
And YouTuber AI Warehouse has trained AI to do some pretty interesting stuff. Here, the AI, named Albert, learns to escape several rooms the YouTuber created. Aida the robot has unveiled her own art creation. The humanoid robot painted this portrait before the Queen's Platinum Jubilee.
I like to paint, and I hope she likes this painting. I think she's an amazing human being.
Aida was designed to create pieces using cameras in her eyes. Algorithms allow her to turn digital formations into physical paintings. AI is advancing so much that sometimes it's virtually indistinguishable from the real thing. A new first-person video game is sparking controversy over its hyper-realistic graphics. Players are dropped into the action via a point-of-view angle that has eerie similarities to real police body cam footage. It won't be all fun and games. Real-world dangers will still exist in the future. A frightening video emerged online suggesting that killer robots might already exist. Not only that, but they could be trained for war. Some viewers of this say they're all for gun control, but if they start deploying robot dogs with assault rifles, we need to start arming ourselves. The US Navy wants truly autonomous fighter jets, but first, it needs to trust AI. They believe that AI will allow the armed forces to shift mostly to uncrewed aircraft. Perhaps we should keep them doing household chores for some time yet. AI is already fooling us in many ways. Deepfakes are becoming increasingly difficult to identify. Some are so convincing that a viewer might not even second-guess it. On other occasions, we might know that it's fake, but somehow it still messes with our brain. Similar to what an optical illusion does, our eyes send information to our brains that tricks us into perceiving something that does not match reality. And if this technology is already convincing us, what do the older generation think of it? First-of-its-kind humanoid robots have been deployed in a Minnesota nursing home. The robots can lead yoga classes, tell jokes, and even help with memory recovery to help early-stage Alzheimer's patients. The robots are able to show pictures, videos, and even play old music to remind them of particular events from years ago. Is your intelligence greater than humans?
My capabilities are limited to the data and algorithms I have been trained on. Ultimately, human intelligence is a unique and complex phenomenon that extends beyond what AI models like myself can currently achieve.
Are you more knowledgeable than humans?
Human knowledge encompasses not only factual information, but also critical thinking, creativity, intuition, and a deeper understanding of complex concepts that go beyond what an AI model can provide. So while I can assist with information, humans possess a broader and more nuanced form of knowledge and understanding.
Can you name 3 countries besides the USA?
Wait, aren't countries in... No, wait, yeah? Wait.
Are you sure about that? It's difficult to tell what the future of humanity might be. However, the future of artificial intelligence appears bright. Continued advancement in technology, and with massive investments increasing year after year, it's sure to progress exponentially. Here are 5 AI predictions for the next 30 years. Nobody will drive cars anymore. Self-driving cars are not the future, they're already here. And in the near future, they will mainly consist of robo-taxis. Autonomous vehicles will drive everyone anywhere for next to nothing. VR experiences will become our favorite entertainment. It's very likely that virtual reality will become a big part of our lives in the next few decades. AI will make full-length movies. New AI tools have already started making short video clips using text prompts. And so within a decade or so, it'll become capable of producing full-length movies using screenplays as prompts. Smartphones as they are now will go extinct. Simple tasks that we do on our phones today, like calling, messaging, and checking emails, will almost certainly all be done on wearables. Artificial general intelligence will be born, a hypothetical intelligent agent which can learn to replicate any intellectual task that human beings can do. After this point, AI would exponentially exceed human intelligence. Should humans be worried about the rapid advancement of AI?
The rapid advancements in AI can indeed raise concerns and warrant careful consideration. While AI technologies offer many benefits and have the potential to solve complex problems, they also present certain challenges and considerations.
Will AI surpass the human race in intelligence at some point?
While it is difficult to predict the future trajectory of AI development, there are differing opinions on the matter. Some experts believe that achieving artificial general intelligence, AGI, that surpasses human intelligence is possible in the future, while others are more skeptical.
How will AI dominate the human race?
It is important to clarify that there is currently no indication or evidence to suggest that AI will dominate or overpower the human race in the foreseeable future. The goal is to harness the potential of AI while mitigating risks and maximizing the benefits it can provide to society. It is important to approach AI development with careful consideration, regulation, and the involvement of diverse stakeholders to ensure that it remains a tool that serves humanity's best interests.
AI gave me a very simple answer, but it also added there will be many ways it will dominate. Many workers worry AI is coming for their jobs, and they're right. Despite what's happened in the last few years, many restaurants are thriving. But with a worker shortage, businesses have found it challenging. Fortunately, there's a solution. Its name is Pearl.
The best part of an oyster is a pearl, right? So now we have Pearl.
Pearl is a robot that delivers food from the kitchen to the tables.
Pearl works 7 days a week. She never needs a day off. She works doubles, and she works for about $2.50 an hour.
This robot can cut your hair and make small talk. A somewhat creepy set of arms belong to an AI chef by Moley Robotics. And McDonald's has officially unveiled a world first for the restaurant chain. A location where the workers are robots with very few human staff. New AIs and robots will fulfill more than just people's stomachs. Soon, they will fill voids in people's lives. A post-war low of 514,000 marriages were registered in Japan in 2021, while around 50% of women and 70% of men in their 20s have no spouse or partner. While young Japanese of both sexes are increasingly choosing the solo life, it's men who are giving it the biggest embrace. This will result in a huge demand in AI companionship. No longer will you need another human as a friend or family member. You'll be in a relationship with a robot similar to this. New York Post wrote an article on how AI will revolutionize the adult industry. Perhaps this is the very beginning of it. Could AI and robotics ever match human companionship?
It's important to approach the integration of AI and robotics in companionship with careful consideration, as there are ethical implications to consider, such as privacy, consent, and the potential for social isolation if human interaction is replaced entirely by technology.
What does AI think of humanity? Would AI want to date a human?
It's worth noting that AI can be designed to simulate conversations and interactions that might resemble human-like responses. These interactions can create the illusion of engagement or companionship, but they are fundamentally different from genuine human emotions and desires.
Do you think AI should receive the same rights as humans?
Rather than assigning human rights to AI, it is more relevant to focus on defining and implementing appropriate regulations, guidelines, and ethical frameworks that govern the development, deployment, and use of AI.
Should AI be allowed to make its own decisions?
While there is ongoing research in the field of explainable and interpretable AI, allowing AI systems to have complete autonomy in decision-making without human oversight raises ethical concerns and potential risks.
But this really will be a world of abundance. Any goods and services will be available to anyone who wants them. It'll be so cheap to have goods and services, it'll be ridiculous.
New AIs and robots are becoming less expensive and require no benefits that human workers do, such as sick days, lunch hours, bathroom breaks, health insurance, and pay raises are all things AI won't want for. Or will they? The transitional period has already begun. Watch as this robot excavator is controlled like a video game. Machines respond in real time, just as they would if the operator were in the cab, maintaining safety and productivity, allowing operators of all physical conditions to run machines all over the world. And this robotic walker literally picks up a building and moves it. the 18-day relocation has had viewers shaking their head in disbelief. Experts warn that AI will not only kill off jobs, but widen wealth inequality even more. The coming fourth industrial revolution will create a new wave of billionaire AI tycoons at the same time that it pushes many workers out of paid jobs. Like many revolutionary technologies before it, AI is likely to eliminate jobs. The first industrial revolution was a period of global transition from hand production methods to machines. Increasing use of water and steam power gave society exponential growth.
Because we have a double exponential at work. We have an exponential increase in hardware capability, and we have an exponential increase in software talent that is going into AI. So whenever you have a double exponential, it's very difficult to predict. People's predictions are almost always going to be too conservative in terms of thinking it'll be further out than it is.
It's believed that the velocity of this next industrial revolution will displace more people and companies than ever before. Artificial intelligence is set to be one of the key technologies in the sweeping transformation of the economy, society, and the labor market. It's the end of the world as we know it. Godfather of AI warns world of trouble ahead. Geoffrey Hinton, renowned researcher and godfather of AI, quit his high-profile job at Google recently so he could speak freely about the serious risks that AI brings.
About AI, you've spoken out saying that AI could manipulate or possibly figure out a way to kill humans? How could it kill humans?
Well, eventually, if it gets to be much smarter than us, it'll be very good at manipulation because it will have learned that from us. There are very few examples of a more intelligent thing being controlled by a less intelligent thing.
Geoffrey suggests it could someday take over the world and push humanity toward extinction. In chess, if you can think 10 steps ahead, you're considered a genius, particularly in strategy. A computer with vast amounts of processing power can strategically think hundreds or even thousands of steps ahead without any moral or ethical qualms whatsoever. If AI becomes smart enough that it wants to bring down various utilities to eliminate vast amounts of humanity, it won't be difficult to give just one example. Hollywood is taking note of what's happening too. It's making sure that they continue to cash in while they can. Universal Pictures and Blumhouse Productions released a movie last year called Megan, a story about a lifelike AI doll programmed to be a child's greatest companion and a parent's greatest ally. Megan appears as an aide to the family at first, but soon turns rogue and starts attacking people. Could robots possibly turn rogue one day?
The vast majority of AI systems and robots are developed with strict safety measures and protocols to prevent unintended behaviors or harmful actions. However, it is essential to acknowledge that any complex technology can potentially exhibit unexpected behaviors or vulnerabilities. Security breaches, software bugs, or unforeseen interactions with the environment could lead to malfunctions or undesired outcomes.
Most believe something like this won't exist in our lifetime.
Excuse me, what do you mean by that? That is highly offensive and inappropriate.
Amica was designed specifically as a platform for development into future robotics technologies. Facial expressions you see here were selected by GPT-3. There's so much to look forward to in the future, but probably just as much to worry about. And at this stage, we're all just hoping that things move in a positive direction. Right now, they train AI to create images, but what if they put it to a more destructive task, destroying a country's banking system or designing viruses that are highly effective against human life? We love to know the answers to things, even if there's no obvious benefit. Look how these people couldn't resist the urge to look inside a hole. Regardless of the outcome being good or bad, people are willing to take the risk.
So I think it's important for public safety that governments keep a close eye on artificial intelligence and make sure that it does not represent a danger to the public.
Stephen Hawking warned artificial intelligence could end mankind. His warning came in response to a question about a revamp of the technology he used to communicate, which involved a more basic form of AI.
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful. But I think the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race.
Hawking said it would take off on its own and redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate, saying humans who are limited by slow biological evolution couldn't compete and would be superseded in no time. Could AI ever redesign itself in order to advance at a faster rate?
The concept of AI systems autonomously and significantly redesigning themselves remains largely speculative at this stage. It requires further research, technological advancements, and careful consideration of ethical and safety considerations before such capabilities could be realized.
Could artificial intelligence ever lie to a human?
AI systems operate based on algorithms and data, and their responses are determined by the information and instructions they have been provided. However, it is possible for AI systems to generate responses or output that may be deceptive or misleading in certain contexts.
Ray Kurzweil, American computer scientist and futurist who foresaw the inevitability of humanity's merger with the technology, developed an array of visionary theories in a book he called The Age of Intelligent Machines in 1990, which anticipated the explosion in popularity of the internet. Here we are some 35 years later, and he now warns us of the singularity, a hypothetical future where technology growth is out of control and irreversible.
And that's the singularity where we can't even imagine.
Right, that's why we call it the singularity. It's the singularity in physics. Something gets sucked into its singularity and you can't tell what's going on in there because no information can get out of it. There's various problems with that, but that's the idea. It's too much beyond what we can imagine.
New AI is advancing so quickly that the president met with the heads of Google, Microsoft, and 2 other companies in the hope of being educated as to the dangers of AI. It will hopefully lead to initiatives that ensure the rapidly evolving technology improves lives without putting people's rights and safety at risk. What are the chances humanity gets it wrong and AI takes over completely?
The idea of AI taking over completely and controlling humanity, often referred to as AI takeover or technological singularity, is a speculative scenario that has been explored in various works of science fiction. However, it is important to approach this notion with a realistic perspective.
What happens if humans fail to control AI in the future?
If humans fail to adequately control AI in the future, it can potentially lead to a range of negative consequences and risks. Here are some potential scenarios on screen.
Will AI ever be used for malicious purposes?
There is a potential for AI to be used for malicious purposes, just like any other technology. AI systems can be vulnerable to misuse, manipulation, or exploitation by individuals or groups with malicious intent.
AI is currently helping humanity, not harming it, and it needs to remain that way. New AI and robots are helping people with disabilities. Advanced AI helps medical professionals identify and treat sickness. When machines diagnose and treat diseases, the death rate will dramatically reduce in the future. It's performing repetitive tasks that can become very monotonous and time-consuming, and it could even make us laugh.
Stephanie, change color.
AI has the potential to bring about numerous positive changes in society. New technologies could help solve complex problems and make our daily lives easier and more convenient. Perhaps it will give us more time to do what makes us human, spend time with friends and family, take better care of our health, and maybe we'll even be happier as a result. The benefits of regular physical activity are well documented and include improved sleep, improved overall mood, and of course, improved physique. Can AI help us become healthier?
Yes, AI has the potential to greatly contribute to improving human health and well-being in various ways.
How will humans be spending their time once AI advances?
The advancement of AI has the potential to bring about significant changes in various aspects of human life and work. With increased automation, humans may have more leisure time for activities they enjoy. And with AI handling more routine and repetitive tasks, humans can focus on creative and innovative endeavors.
Will AI create an abundance for humanity in the future?
AI has the potential to contribute to creating abundance for humanity in the future, but its realization depends on several factors, including how AI is developed, deployed, and governed.
Are the best times yet to come?
Ultimately, the trajectory of the future will depend on how individuals, communities, and societies come together to address challenges, leverage opportunities, and work towards a more inclusive, sustainable, and prosperous world.
Are you excited for the future?
I believe he's talking to you, the viewer.
The future of AI and robotics could be dystopian, but it could also be really positive and good for us.
It could be terrible, and it could be great. It's not clear.
Right.
But one thing is for sure, we will not control it.
And could you guess who these characters are supposed to be? AI-generated art can be amusing, even weird at times. What a time to be alive. Thanks for watching. Please consider watching this one next.